Ever considered how to strike a fair deal without the back and forth of negotiation? Welcome to the concept of a fair deal, a win-win principle that respects everyone involved. This approach to business interactions is designed to ensure both parties walk away feeling satisfied without the need for exhausting haggling. It's about setting a maximum price you're willing to pay and a minimum price the provider is willing to accept, and finding that sweet spot in between. The process might seem complex, but with practice it becomes second nature. Now visualize this scenario. You require a high-value service or product. Begin by each party taking a small piece of paper. As the one seeking the service or product, you privately jot down the maximum price you're willing to pay. Similarly, the service provider or seller secretly writes down the minimum price they'd agree to work for or sell their product. Once this is done, both of you place your folded pieces of paper on the table. This is where the interesting part begins. The rules of the game are simple yet powerful. If the service provider's price is higher than what you, as the service requester, are willing to pay, the deal is terminated. There's no room for price alteration after this point. On the other hand, if the service provider's price is lower than your maximum price, there's a twist. The difference between the two prices is split in half. This results in a win-win scenario. The provider ends up earning more than their minimum acceptable price, and you get to pay less than your maximum willing price. This way, you bypass the often stressful and time-consuming negotiation process. Instead, you create a situation where both parties respect each other's boundaries and still find a middle ground that works for everyone. With this process, both parties end up in a win-win scenario, balancing their interests and maintaining mutual respect. Recapping the key points, the path to a fair deal without negotiation is simple and straightforward. It's all about creating a win-win situation. Firstly, identify the service or product you need. Then, you as the service requester, jot down the maximum price you're willing to shell out for that service or product. The service provider does the same, but with the lowest price they're willing to accept. Now comes the moment of truth. Both parties reveal their prices. If the service provider's price is higher, the deal is off. No renegotiations, no hurt feelings. But if the service provider's price is lower, that's where the win-win magic happens. The price difference is split in half. This way, the service provider gets more than they'd initially settled for, and you pay less than your maximum price. Remember, your aim is not to win over the other party, but to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. That's the essence of a fair deal.